And we have breaking news from the ABC 7 Alert Center. We are following the shootout between students at rival universities in New Mexico. Police say NMSU basketball player Mike Peake shot and killed a UNM student the night before the rivalry game between the two schools. This afternoon, NMSU announced it will hire a third-party investigator to look into the shooting and the university's response. This is in addition to the ongoing state police investigation. The investigator has not yet been chosen. Chancellor Dan Arvizu said in part in a statement, quote, "We will be incredibly transparent during this process. We owe that to our community and to everyone associated with our university." The university says it expects to release a summary of the investigator's findings once completed.
Our ABC affiliate KOAT in Albuquerque obtained a police report revealing an NMSU assistant basketball coach ended up with the gun that Peake allegedly used. Monday afternoon, NMSU announced Peake is suspended indefinitely. That announcement coming more than 2 weeks after the shooting. The report says police found the gun used by Peake wrapped in a towel in the possession of assistant coach Dominique Taylor, who you see here. Meanwhile, they found Peake's tablet on the team bus and his phone back in Las Cruces with an NMSU administrator. The report also names 3 other NMSU players, Issa Muhammad, Marcellus Chichi Avery, and Anthony Roy, who were seen arriving in a car after the shooting. Peake was also seen placing several items in the trunk of that car, which left before police arrived.
Peake remains a student at NMSU as the basketball team travels to its next game. ABC 7's Rachel Phillips kicks off our complete team coverage. Rachel.
Steph and Eric, the NMSU men's basketball team should have just arrived in Santa Clara, California ahead of their game tomorrow night. I'm learning new today, though, from an NMSU spokesperson that Anthony Roy, one of the 3 people mentioned in this report to have been in the yellow Camaro when Mike Peake went and put the gun that killed Brandon Travis as well as other items in the trunk of his car, will not be making the trip to California. They cited personal reasons. Meanwhile, the other 2 players in Chichi Avery and Issa Muhammad will be making the trip to California, as well as Xavier Pinson and William Deuce Benjamin, who was cited in this report as being seen in the hotel lobby after curfew the night of the shooting. Since then, Roy, Avery, Muhammad and Pinson have played in every game, including last night when this report was initially released through our ABC affiliate KOAT. Benjamin has not played as he is redshirting this year. Meanwhile, head coach Greg Heyer, who in this report is said to have not answered multiple calls from police after an initial interview, and associate head coach Dominique Taylor, who retrieved the gun from the hotel and handed it over to police, have been present at every game and are also on the trip, NMSU officials confirmed to me today. In our first news conference with NMSU officials nearly 2 weeks ago, athletic director Mario Mocha said players who broke curfew had been disciplined but could not get into specific details. I asked former NMSU Regent Bob Gallagher today if he thought proper disciplinary action had been taken.
Do you think they should still be playing right now?
No, absolutely they should not be. And you're saying we found out yesterday about it, and I'm saying people knew about it 10 days ago. Is there discipline on this team? And who's in charge of the discipline? And coach, if you're going to take full responsibility, then you need to sit and answer some of these questions, because they're ugly and they're going to be asked of you at coffee tables around the country as you and your assistants recruit.
And coming up on ABC 7 at 6, I'll look at how NMSU has handled this situation from when the shooting happened all the way up until now. We'll also look more further into these documents. This just one of many supplemental reports I'm being told that we will be receiving in the coming days, weeks and months. ABC 7 has put in a request to receive these documents. But for now, reporting live from NMSU with our New Mexico Mobile Newsroom, Rachel Phillips, ABC 7.
All right, Rachel, and ABC 7's Will Heron was on the NMSU campus today as well. He spoke with students to get their reaction on the shooting and how the team and the university has handled this situation. He continues our complete team coverage with our New Mexico Mobile Newsroom.
Some of the students I spoke to had heard about what had taken place before the game against their I-25 rivals. Others, though, had no clue about the situation and were surprised about what I had to tell them.
That is absolutely crazy. I did not know anything about that.
NMSU freshman Patrick Cox had just found out what had taken place the night before the Aggies took on rival UNM in Albuquerque. Jose Magallanes, also a freshman, was caught off guard when he heard what had happened.
Like coaches should have been like they should be like the leaders in the situation where they take matters into their own hands and say, hey, you know what? This is just a basketball. It's just a game at the end of the day. So I don't think that should have happened.
After finding out more of the details of what had just taken place, student Andrew Eldridge believes more should be done before rival games take place.
I'm not sure what should happen with the coaches or anything. I just know that I think there's need to be changes, especially with the rivalry between UNM and NMSU.
Coming up at 6, I'll have more reaction from the student body and what they think should happen to the NMSU men's basketball program. With the New Mexico Mobile Newsroom, I'm Will Heron, ABC 7.